Hey guys, this is your author Mike Botur updating you about what's happening with the crowdfunding campaign for Glass Barbie on Boosted. Now that we have just 2 days and $1,000 to go to reach the all or nothing target. Thank you so much to the people who have helped the Boosted campaign for Glass Barbie. All right, so that's a massive thanks to Heather Easterbrook, Lauren Roach, Avon Violet, Angus Gillies, Jenny Purchase, Jess Young, Katie Soljak, Anonymous Person, still don't know who that is, Anna and Kitty Kitty, Jeremy Roberts, Siobhan Nell, Auntie Rosemary over in England, Hill Morton High School, Sue Ryan, Hilary Smith, the world famous author who I was privileged to go to uni with, Janine Williams, Sue Barker, Siobhan Harvey, John, thank you, John, Kim Martins, AJ Wolf, Angela, Katie Soljak. Again, thank you, Katie. And massive thanks to Catherine Lee. So all of you, your support is hugely appreciated. So I wish that Glass Barbie was published with a certain New Zealand publisher with a good amount of money, and I wish that it had a certain literary agent helping distribute the book through Whitcoulls, Paper Plus, etc. Despite some positive meetings a year and a half to 2 years ago, it simply hasn't worked out that way. Okay? But as you should know by now, if you're an artist, if you know that a work of art or literary art has merit, you shouldn't let haters and doubters be an excuse to stop your work of art from reaching the world. Okay? Anyway, so we're here now with Glass Barbie. It's all good. The publisher, Lasavia, loves the book. They may not have bucket loads of money. In fact, I think they don't have enough money to afford a bucket. But I've seen previews of how they've laid out Glass Barbie. I've seen how they've typeset it. I've seen what they've got the cover probably going to look like. It's going to be awesome. And the readings and the launches are going to be fun and stimulating and bring some life to Kiwi literature, which is really important. Just about every day in this country, I hear about some new Kiwi novel in which boring upper middle class people do boring upper middle class stuff. We have way too many people out there writing books and stories with very little life and death and very little conflict. So the whole reason I wrote this book and the whole reason I've crowdfunded to raise the money to get a decent number of copies printed, because my publisher only does print on demand, is it because it deserves to get in front of lots of potential readers, okay? Deserves to reach people wandering the library shelves or drifting into book launches or listening to me prattle on about it on the radio. Glass Barbie deserves to get in front of people who want more spice in their literature. Okay, Glass Barbie is for people who want stronger flavors, distinctive taste, life and death, people who want more sex, drugs, rock and roll, more guts, more violence. Brought to you by an author who's seen how vanilla New Zealand literature can be. Okay, I've been around the bush. I've seen, experienced lots of dry vanilla Wellington literature written by people who have never been around danger or excitement or any vices. Okay. Well, I don't do vanilla. This book is the opposite of vanilla. This book is a chocolate sundae with cocaine sprinkled on top. Okay? When you enjoy Glass Barbie, you're getting 270 fucks, 200 shits, 40 cunts, 37 dicks, and liberal references to drugs, violence, gangs, and private parts. Here's the last sample for you that I'm publishing on YouTube. In this portion of the Glass Barbie story, our hero, Cockroach Karl, he finds himself all alone in Paihia, looking for Barbara Barbie Konstantinou. Now, Barbs is a drug-addled party girl apprentice tattooist, working off her meth debts to the Defiant MC, Northland's most dangerous biker club. Right, Karl feels like he has spotted Barbie at the very intimidating Bay Blue tattoo show, sort of a Mangukaha controlled tattoo convention where there are a lot of people wearing cyan, indigo, cerulean, navy blue, cobalt kind of colours, if you know what I mean. So, unsure what to do next, Karl wanders out to a late night Paihia foreshore party where everyone from the tattoo convention has gathered, but he may not be able to rescue Barbie easily from there either. And he witnesses that night, what happens to people that the Defiant MC don't like. People such as Barbie's boyfriend / pimp, Kenny. Let's have a read and listen. Enjoy. Chapter 25 of Glass Barbie, Caught Snitching. By around 11:30, I have a plan. When the plan finalises itself in my brain, I swallow some proverbial concrete pills. And then I swallow some actual pills. And then I jump down from my bunk bed, plant my feet on the ground and point my ass in the direction of the party, and I just go for it. As stones and cubes of car window glass are jabbing my feet, making me wince, making me want to sleep, I'm noticing that I've run out without my shoes, and I can feel sand splashing on my knees as I tread over a dune and a breeze is tickling my nipple rings. It would appear that I've left the hostel wearing nothing but my boxer shorts. This is not a good look. Just lucky that my undies have Cookie Monster on them. I hope the True Blues and little 14-year-old homicidal Crips notice the indigo hues of Cookie Monster and give me a pass on account of incorporating a little bit of blue into my threads. And if not, God man, these cunts are rough enough when it's daylight, but a rowdy party at night on the beach is going to be aggro as fuck. Okay. I scamper to the end of King's Road and then across Marsden, the main road, and walk through the palms and hit the beach, feeling the eyes of a family strolling in the opposite direction of the beach party, holding late night gelato cones. They're probably staring at my Sesame Street cock bulge. They're probably jealous of my Big Bird, if you know what I mean. Pausing in the sand under a tinsely Christmas tree, panting, I pat my naked ribs, hoping that a dipper has stuck itself to my sweaty body somehow, but no luck, nothing to smoke to get my confidence up. I creep down the dune towards a couple of flags stuck in the sand and some drums with bonfires flickering in them. There are nasty looking, just got out of jail looking, toothless fat chicks in heavy black t-shirts, their hair held up in blue crip bandanas, standing around holding 12 packs of pre-mixed bourbon and coke. One of them bumps me as I go past like she wants to scrap. Carly Cockroach is losing his touch with the ladies. Oh well. Can't win them all. I think I better focus on just one lady. I see that the party doesn't have a centre. It's just got two halves. Well, not even halves. It's like a 90-10 split. 90% of folks is boogieing in clusters around burning steel drums, and music is coming from giant speakers with miles of extension cord. There is a DJ on mixed deck, and there are 3 places where drumming is coming from, and there are 10 dudes on guitars trying to synchronise their strumming as they sit on logs on beer kegs. There are 10 fat, yellow Triumph bikes that you just can't look away from, meaning the Defiants are here. Reflected flames dance on the motorcycle's chrome. Men caked in leather lean against their bikes. They've all either got helmets on their heads or they are holding their helmets under their arms. Plastic wraparound shades, even in the dark. Yellow bandanas and yellow towels around hard dudes' necks. Oi, I go, elbowing some person in the ribs. We're in the late night orange lit shadow of a palm tree with about 4 road cones stuck in its branches. Where's the party at? You blind G? No, I mean, like, where's the party? You know what I'm saying? Where can I get some smoke? The person looks at my belly button, looks at the goosebumps on my strawberry thighs, and looks at the Cookie Monster covering up my cock. That away. The person points at the motorcycles. Getting quick though, they're making an example of some poor cat in a second. You used to DJ and pimp for the club, but then, you turned traitor. I know a traitorous, snaky DJ and pimp. One that looked a whole lot like... He's not called Kenny, is he? Mm-hmm. Word is the DMC found messages on Kenny's phone hidden on Tinder or something. Coded messages and shit. He was talking to the police. Nigga got caught snitching. What are they going to do? Like, give him the bash? The man giggles and sucks a joint which smells like beautiful rotting leaves in a rainforest. They're going to give him what everyone gets when they're kicked out of the DMC. So he's not dead yet? You want proof, G? The club's got no more use for him. He ain't bringing him money like he used to anyway because he lost his best toe, so laters, old news. The guy looks at me like I'm on crack, which I should be. Nigga's standing right over there. Check it. Those big tall bouncer bastards who are guarding the front doors of the Tat Fest are shoving this little dreadlock guy in a trench coat through the crowd. The dreadlock guy's got his turntables under one arm, and I see one of the cords that he's forgotten to unplug jerk and pull 2 power boards into the sand. The big guy slaps Kenny's turntables out of his hands and shoves him another metre closer to the bikers, who unfold their arms and click their fingers. I fantasise for a moment about marching up and going, I'll take it from here to the Defiant, and chucking Kenny over my shoulder and using him as bait to pick up Barbie before my dick retreats all the way up inside my stomach. My ears are being smashed by drums, but I can hear Richie's words nip at my brain. You, Karl, will never be a hero. Right now, in front of me, 6 black and yellow Hornets are tightening the straps of their helmets, reaching into their saddlebags and taking out chains. The hell? Why chains? And I'm doing sweet fuck all to stop it. I guess I'm sort of glad to see Kenny back from the dead, though. He's only got a minute to live and we haven't answered the frickin' question of whose bodies were dumped under the Whangarei Canopy Bridge. I'm about to wade in and tell them to hold up a sec when they drop Kenny with a hard punch to the skull. The sound is softened by sticky, fluffy hair like dirty backyard sheep wool. Kenny's knees hit the sand. Just as they're shaking out the chains to strap Kenny to their bikes, a woman in a dirty white tank top with a pile of hair behind her headband steps forward to protect her man. Please, the woman moans, grasping the zippers on a biker's chest, clawing at his patches. Please let me stay, I need you. Her voice is raw and guttural and full of snot, as if she's been moaning for hours and her tonsils are swollen up. The biker kicks the woman forward. She stumbles into the arms of a big blue bouncer who unzips his towel-sized hoodie and wraps it around her. Yo, shouts the biker to the bouncer. Tap gears, bonus. He lobs a backpack at the true blue who catches it. Bottles of ink spill out of it. The big bouncer helper with a Kaitaia Crips patch picks up the bottles. The stumbling lady tattooist in the singlet dissolves into the crowd, and the men resume beating kegs, so there's a jungle tribal rhythm going on. That desperate moaning woman, y'all. Hard to make out her face in the dark, but the tats, and those hungry neck bones, her hips, the shoulder blades jutting out from the singlet, the pointy elbows, and the way she dangles her fingers. I think it might be her. Only problem is that there's a wall of hard cunts between her and me. Oh no, fucking wishbone, wishbone, wishbone. The people begin chanting. A channel opens up in the party, and the Defiants gun their engines, and Ken is yanked through a few metres of sand. He coughs and gasps as they get him into place. One chain is wrapped around Ken's right leg, one chain around his left. The chains are wrapped around the seats of 2 motorbikes. Wishbone, wishbone, wishbone. A bike with 2 kids on the back of it. Granddaddy taking his kids to work. And that bike belongs to Glenn fucking Ham. Pork, the bastard who shot Nomad, who sent his boys to pull the head off that SWAT dude, who laughs in the face of cops and seems to get paid for it. 4 bikes rumble over the sand and stones towards the Whispering Ocean. The last 2 bikes follow, dragging Ken through the dunes. He splutters and begs and weeps, and I think I even hear the cheap prick asking for one last ciggy. Wishbone, wishbone. I hope Kenny suffocates from sand in his lungs instantly. Not because I despise the cunt, just because no one deserves this thing that's coming. My trembling hand reaches for my cell phone and finds only my hit. Isn't anyone recording this? The fuck you looking at, Cookie Monster? Some tattooed skank, it looks like. Oh, Jesus, titty fucking Christ. It's Barbie, right in front of me. And she doesn't even recognise her knight in shining armour. Her hair looks silver or pink or purple streaked with regrowth, and she has scratches on her neck. Our reunion lasts only about a second before she's pulled back into the crowd by a 413, and the last I see of her is her open backpack wiggling, dropping small bottles of ink into the sand. Hey, Barbie, Barb! Boom. 2 hands on my shoulders, some huge cunt shoving me back into the sand. I'm looking up as some Maoris bring down a big crayfish cage and open it up. I know exactly what it's for. It's for cleaning up, because there's about to be an epic mess. Go the fuck home. They manhandle Cookie Monster Karl out of the crowd, shoulders and elbows and shoves and chest bumps. I'm not sure if the wishbone thing that I hear behind me with the revving and the rumbling and the begging for his life and the shrieking like a baby and the wet crunchy squirt and the upturned buckety sound of people getting splattered with guts is a stunt or a party game or the real deal. It's the real deal, I'm betting. So I hear the squeak of the crayfish cage opening. It's clean up time. I know that they're shoving chunks of Kenny inside the cage. I'm pretty sure those Māori fishermen will be puttering the cage of man meat out to Urupukapuka Island shortly to drop it in the ocean so the crayfish can gobble up any last trace of Kenny. Damn, gee. Someone must have spat under my eyebrows, because by the time I find a log to sit down on, my eyes are wet. Almost like I can't take this heavy shit anymore. Almost like I'm crying. Holding up my phone, I bring up Richie's number in the contacts. Snitchy Richie Constable. I weigh it up, tell myself that I'm not a snitch, and then I message him anyway. I know that he'll probably delete it. He's probably got me blocked. But Barbie is in that tattoo show, and I can't get her back by myself. I guess you're supposed to make a wish when a wishbone gets snapped, and right now I'm wishing that I have my best bros back. That was chapter 25 of Glass Barbie. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for listening. Donate to Boost It if you can. Let's close out that $1,000 on this campaign, and order your book, and cool. Launch this bad boy in January. Thanks again for your support.